Okay, now the first step to making a bird call is make sure that both of your hands are cupped together, sealed tight. Do not tense up your hands. Make sure they're relaxed while they're tightened up. After you have your hands sealed tight, make sure you leave a slit open between your thumbs and make sure that the knuckles of your thumbs are aligned. Now after that's done, now this is a tricky part. Uh, Once you have this down, do not cover up the entire hole with your mouth. Just cover the knuckles. So that way you leave a slight opening from the bottom of the slit. And this is your bird call. Now, after you have that, make sure you blow really hard to get that strong sound. It takes a lot of practice, but once you get in the hang of it, it's going to be a no-brainer. Now, after you have that done, you can make it fun, and you can move rapidly up and down with the hand that's on the bottom, like this. So it's going to sound like this.
Okay, to make the water drop noise, it's really all in the tongue. You're not blowing or anything. You just use your tongue to make the air escape through your mouth. So just start with your tongue all the way in the back and just push it forward until it reaches the back of your teeth. So when you're done, it should look like this. Yeah. It takes a little bit of practice. If you want to practice, you can go without this flicking thing and just kind of make this noise. And then this little flick just gives the sound some more pop. This little flick on the cheek just gives the sound more pop.
Now the secret to making the rope sound effect is a cable and your hands. And what you do is when you take the bundle of cable, you twist it so that way the layers of cable are rubbing against each other, making that rope sound. You can twist it, you can pull it, but it's the friction between the cables and your hands that make that sound.
To make the wet footstep noise, you just have to remember that your hand is in a different shape than your foot. So when you're slapping it on the surface, just make sure to try to recreate the motion of a foot the best way that you can, and not just slap it like your hand. And the other thing is the surface should be wet so that you can get that splashing noise. And depending on how wet you want it is how much water you're going to put on the surface.